Yo, what's up, guys? It's Lux for the 8th episode of Grinding to Top 200, and this time I was on Monster Mash. So this deck just won the poll I posted on YouTube for by a close margin, and other people were mentioning like crazy ideas like a final countdown type of deck, or maybe what was the last guy? They wanted me to play a Morphronics, but yeah, I still need to play something that can win, guys. Like I can play fun decks, but yeah, they have to be able to win. So that's it for the list. I think it evolved a little because I felt like I was missing. Sometimes it was hard to break to go through back rows, especially with the Machina engine. So that's why I'm making two breaker the magical warrior here, it's just to bait bottomless or torrential, and then you can go for the big plays. I'm ending double avarice and sometimes aside into a more spell trap heavy count. And yeah, there's also a third Cyber Eltanin, and yeah, I really like the deck. There's the Witch of the Black Rose is very cool, Gallus too, and then you play some light machine with hyper synchron to make the Cyber Eltanin live. With the Machina Engine, the triple Caius, Hamster, Raiko, so yeah, pretty cool deck. You can also play the Zeman, the Ape Kings, which which does come up sometimes. And yeah, that's pretty much for the deck list. So it's pretty classic monster match list, and I'm just gonna jump right in the very first match. So first match, I lost rock paper scissors. So opponent, yeah, is on Machina Hero, and I don't know about you guys, but I really feel like this deck is pretty bad. Honestly, I don't know. In theory, it should be good, but it just isn't. So yeah, I just go for Gallus. I didn't want to make like a Black Rose play. I felt like it was too early. So I just wanted to bait out the back row with a Caius. And it's not a bottomless, so yeah, just take the free damage. Calice already burned for 14. So he goes for Prisma. We will Terra Firma, get the water in grave, and set a bunch of cards. So Caius attack, it takes get hit by a Deep Prison, it's fine. Then we go for Witch of the Black Rose +1, and we get a free Raiko, and yeah, pass the turn. So you take deck Future Fusion, set the Gaia, and set the Fortress in grave, send another Water for the Miracle Fusion, and yeah, bring back the Machina Fortress, which is pretty good, but yeah, to see the hand is pretty nice. So here, first I go for Cyber Dragon, and try to test if there's a bottomless, and there is, which was expected. Then we can go for Machina Fortress, Crash, so we saw bottomless, we saw Deep Prison, so okay, we know this set is dead, so yeah, we can just go for it. So attack, Crash, and then I clear the Prisma, so I clear the board and set the Raiko. Yeah, Cyber Dragon, and I was thinking, am I in danger? Do I clear the Future Fusion or do I clear the Cyber Dragon? And in the end, I should clear the Cyber Dragon. Yeah, to deck a pot of Avarice, and just like this, I'm just gonna outgrind and outpace the deck, so yeah, get some free draws, you get Gaia, it's fine. Then I can go for Gores. Whatever, so yeah, he just said more, so I try to attack, he wastes a compulse on the token, so yeah. Then he tried to go for a game with the top deck Brain Control, but I have Battle Fader, so he just wasted the Brain Control, then I attack, and then he used Deep Prison, so I'm just getting +1s, no, and then, so yeah, I go for Magical Android. I think it was a minor mistake. Maybe Catastar was better, but I felt like my life points were pretty low, and I wanted just to get a bit higher, just to get out of range from him. And yeah, so I make something that can clear the Gaia, but I was not really afraid of him putting pressure on me. So yeah, he just goes for Machina Fortress. It's fine. So I think it's the second force he used already. Yeah. So here I go for Cyber Eltanin and clear the board. And I set Necrogana just to make sure I never die. I used the DD Crow in standby phase, I think, to banish the Machina Fortress because he missed one. So now he needs like a third machine to make it work. And so he has the Miracle Fusion, but I think I think he's afraid of the Raiko, I guess. So he's just not playing it. So I go for Galus just for burn. And then I just start to to beat him up with the Winnie monsters. And yeah, Tribute set Cyber Dragon just to put Necrogarden into the grave to save life points. So he got Gallus. So the reason why I set Cyber Dragon is because I wanted him to commit to Machina Fortress and then just contact fusion with the Cyber Dragon, but he has no machine yet. So yeah, we just go for Gaius, clear the Ab Zero, and now what does he have left? Like yeah, so he has 2 Miracle Fusion, I guess, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, and a bunch of trap cards. So yeah, just set more traps. So I go for the witch, get another +1, try to attack, and do the use the prison is fast too. He goes for another miracle. So there's one last miracle, and then he's dead. But he's down. But I have Necrogana, so I go for Sork, banish up 0, then set the hamster, flip the hamster, get Raigo, just attack directly because I'm just respecting Torrential. And you just don't top deck anything and just like this. So yeah, forced to use the Mirror Force into one hamster. So I go Gear Frame and pass. And just like I said, this deck just outclass the Machina Hero, I think. So now we go to game number 2, and I start. So I open Gear Frame, get the +1. And then I cited heavy traps count. So yeah, just at the Deep Prison. So opponent kept Mystical Space Typhoon, which makes no sense. But yeah, I V-Storm him anyways, and I clear the... No, I don't clear because it's a Marine Roid, so he's just gonna stall a little with this. He pay half with Sudden Judgment, which might come up, especially with the Gallices. So yeah, clear Gear Frame, which is fine, but yeah, I have no monster in the grave, so I go for Hyper Cyclone, and then I make a Black Rose, and I can clear the board, and just pass. I can go for Stratos, add back Prisma, attack directly, so plays into the Gores. And I'm getting closer to to a pot of Avarice play. So now he goes for Miracle Fusion just to protect, which is fine. So I just stall and wait to get something. So here I try to clear. Yeah, use the prison. So I go Fortress. I go Prisma. Yeah, I get the Cyber Dragon so I can contact my Fortress. I have Battle Fader, thankfully. So now I can go for Pot of Avarice and try to get something. So put back everything but Necrogana, and if I clear the board, I think he's out of pressure. So yeah, I take the Caius, which is pretty nice. So I can banish that up 0. I have nothing for this Fortress Dragon, but still Necrogana in grave. So I let him clear the Plague. It's fine. And now it doesn't top deck anything. So yeah, I can get another Fortress with Garframe. Stack for Plague. Make Guyu, make Fortress, and like this, I just kill him even through Gores, which he did have. So yeah, like I said, I think this deck just outperformed the the Machina Hero deck. So yeah, that's it for match number 1. Now match number 2. I just wanted to show something more meta. So I'm against Blackwing here, and I start. So I just go. Yeah, I set the Guildborg. So opponent start with the Sirocco Bora combo, so yeah, pretty aggressive. And he has his end was very good, so yeah, I just take big damage here. And then he set a bunch of cards, so I get trap the shooted. Of course, spin back Fortress, which really sucks because I could set up the Cyber Eltanin. I could even make like a Black Rose, then a Fortress, like the hand was super good, but yeah, I get trap the shooted. Then I try to go for the Witch. I think here, yeah, maybe the play was to go for the hyper synchron. Hope there's no bottomless, and then we can make a Black Rose, and this means Cyber Eltanin is live for next turn. So yeah, I try to go for Gallus, take some damage. I try to go for Black Rose, but yeah, Solemn Judgment. Then I go Cyber Dragon to class Rocco, but then he has the prison, so he really had everything. So I passed the 3 trap cards, and but yeah, my hand is not very good, and he set 1 more, so I tried to go for Hyper Synchron. And then yes, Royal Oppression, of course, and I just can't go through this board, so that's why I wanted to play Magical Breaker, the Magical Warrior. So here I start with Gearframe, get the nice +1. It goes for Sirocco, it's fine. Here is Blackwing, so we know the set is Icarus attack. No, it was a bluff set this time. This really makes no sense. Okay, so yeah, that's what Blackwing plays. I don't know, man. Anyways, I go for Gallus, and I'm just playing around Icarus. So yeah, banish the Sirocco. I go for big damage. So now it's already pretty low, and my hand is gas. So here it goes for Bora Gale. That's fine. Do some cheat damage. That don't really matter. He passed like this, so I go for the Witch, get the Cyber Dragon here, clear the Gale. No, use Kalut. Okay, sure. So you can go Special Summon Trag, clear the Gale, then steal the Bora to prevent the Blizzy crackback. So of course he had the Blizzy. And he has another Bora, so he make Guyu Guardian, which is fine. You can steal the Trag, it doesn't really matter. And he set 1 more, so here I go Battle Phase first because I want to play into around Icarus attack, which again he doesn't have. Then I go for Plague, make a Synchro 6, I make a Bryonac, and just bounce the Guyo and pass. So yeah, here I can just bounce, just bounce everything, and yeah, bring back the fortress, and that's just game. So now we can go to the game number 3. Like I said, being getting beat up early by a monster mash is very dangerous because the Galley's game shot. So here, again, I go Cyber Dragon Caius. It's expensive, but it plays around the Icarus attack, which he had, and it also plays around Kalut and the Blizzy. And so yeah, this plays just play around his whole hand setup. So yeah, you take big damage here. You go for Blizzy, and he's forced to use the Kalut, which is a very weak play, so I'm fine with that. So I try to go for Fortress. And again, it's just play around Icarus. So here I banish DD Crows, make a Fortress, which is fine. You attack into the Raikou, and now I start to clear the back row. So I clear the Icarus, which I'm pretty happy with. And I start the Hamster. So he can make a Synchro 5 with the Blizzy that was expected. He make Catastor, and this guy doesn't even know how Catastor works. That's just so good the Blackwing players are, I believe. So yeah, I explained this to him. Then he runs to the Raikou and I clear Catastor. I set another Raikou, and this time I clear the new back row, which was Brain Control. Here, I can stack for Plague. He let it resolve. He missed with Caius with the Mind Crush, so pretty strange play. So you lose one card, then I go Gear Frame, get the Machina Force, and just like this, I think I got the shot because I can make yeah, exactly like the previous game. I can make Guyu Guardian and then just attack directly with Fortress, or maybe no, maybe I don't have game. Yeah, I have to go for Bryonac if it doesn't play Gors, but I guess it doesn't. So yeah, I think it was in a pretty tough spots anyways. So that's it for match number 2 against Blackwings. Now, game number 3, match number 3, I should say. I'm against Machina Hero, I believe, again. So they open Future Fusion, get the Fortress and Grave, then they go Stratos. So here I think DD Crow is pretty good to banish Fortress, but I don't use it. And also I keep the Cyber Dragon for another Fortress. So I try to crash, and it works. Okay, so I pass my turn. You go for Fortress, so in Resolution I go DD Crow to banish the Fortress. Yeah, so now he goes for Miracle Fusion to make a Gaia. Okay, it's a pretty aggressive play, I think. So I go for Fortress, but just Bottomless Whirlpool, and like I said, that's where Breaker would just shine here. Like you just go Breaker first and then the Fortress. So here I go for Cyber Eltanin and I clear the board. So there goes all the fusion boss monsters, and I set the Hamster. And yeah, you go for Army. Maybe he was thinking Raikou, but no, it was the Hamster. So I get the 3+1, and the only card I'm fearing would be Torrential Tribute. It was just a dead trap stun. So yeah, I used Plague just to put the weak monster into the grave, and now I go for a Torch Ruler just to get back some life points and get out of range from this deck because they have not much burst. So I just try to get high enough so I don't die, I never die, and yeah. I go for Pot of Avarice now. Of course, there's no DD Crow main deck. And yeah, I get Gallis, so Gallis burned for big time. Then I go Witch, and I just make a Mist Room, and I just bounce the sets. Not the Future Fusion to play around the Gors, and that should be just game. And yeah, that's it for now. So now we can go to game number 2. This time opponent starts, and let's see. So you see I deck in Diamond Treasure Prison just to banish the Fortress, and the Breaker just to bait out the trap cards. So yeah, I go for Gear Frame, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna banish Elius because it's a hero name. Then he goes for Gear Frame. I think yeah, I clear the Future Fusion, so there's no Gaia coming down. No. Yeah, I use my Gear Frame, and yeah, it seems like the replay just glitched out, so I'm just gonna rewind this one. Okay, back. So like I said, I go for the 3+1 with Gear Frame, get the Fortress, try to crash, and the set is the Dead Trap Stun. But not a Dead Trap Stun, I just don't get why people keep those cards against me. Maybe I had nothing to play around, but yeah. I try to push, and I think I'm more than happy to take it, because Machina Fortress can get me a +1. So yeah, I can just crash into Ab-Zero, get the nice +1 into the Prisma, so that's really where the Fortress shines. It just gets you a +1 against Ab-Zero, so yeah, that's pretty crazy here. And so we saw the Fortress, we saw the Miracle Fusion, we already saw one Ab-Zero, yes, 3 hero banished, like the So he top deck the army, but he's getting like they have less fuel than us. Like that's the thing against Monster Mash. So yeah, he has another Machina Force, but yeah, I just have a Catastor to clear the fortress with the Hyper Sync on play and the Battle Fader, and I have Battle Fader just to not die. So now I just have to be worried of the life points, but yeah, it doesn't really have much pressure. So it tribute summon Cyber Dragon, which is unfortunate, but yeah, I can just go for Breaker, clear the sets, and then yeah, I go for Fortress back, and now I can just start to aggro him. So except if he top decks like F-Zero plus a Beatstick, should be fine. Now even with the top deck Miracle Fusion, I'm still fine. So yeah, you just go for F-Zero. No, you go for Gaia, and yeah, I think he just won game. So yeah, this was a very lucky top deck. But even then, like I was making the comeback. So here, this time I start in yeah, just a Jamster. I go for an aggressive Fortress, but yeah, I just get my Raikou for free, and yeah, it just plays around Raikou pretty well. So yeah, just at the Necrogana, I just get the mirrors because I don't want to yeah clear the fortress yet. So it brings it back. So yeah, like I said, he's playing very aggressive, but yeah, fortress just get me +1. So yeah, I can clear the Caius by crushing it to the fortress. We saw double Machina Force. Maybe there's a third one, but I think he's not bringing this stuff back anytime soon. And yeah, I just passed my turn. He top deck the Prisma, which is pretty cool for him. And then he attack directly, which is fine. And then I think I go for Pot of Avarice and I try to get everything back but Fortress and see what I top deck. Because I just like to top deck like a Hamster or Raikou would be nice. So here, yeah, I think I preemptively use Diddy Crow to banish. And then I go Fortress and Chaos Orc just to banish another hero. So the reason why I do this is that it perfectly plays around the, the top deck Miracle Fusion. So yeah, here I go for Brain Control and yeah, it's still the Fortress, which is fine. You can clear Chaos Orc, and yeah, he's just forced to give it back. So now I can just go for Trooper, and yeah, like I said, it was pretty nice to play around Miracle Fusion here. So yeah, go for Trooper, get some meals, and then I can just go for Caius, banish that Snow Eater, and just attack directly, and yeah, that's it. So again, I really think the Monster Mash deck is just better than the Machina Hero. I don't know, like I think this deck is too clinky to really work. And now for match number 4, this one is pretty interesting. So I'm playing against a combo decks. So opponents, like, so he's on Gigavise, and I guess he didn't open Supervise. So you just go for a tempo Gigaplant with 1 back row, which was a torrential tribute, which I think is weird because you don't want to use torrential tribute if you have the Gigaplant on the field. And here I was thinking, do I play around Miracle Fertilizer and try to make a synchro to clear Gigaplant or Machina Fortress? Or do I banish it but I don't play around DDR? So turns out I go for the Caius play and he has the DDR, but yeah, so yeah, I go for Caius, let it resolve, and then I go attack directly. So now I can go for the DDR, and yeah, he opened the second Gigavise, so yeah. You go for Titanial, still only because yeah, it doesn't have much more, and he drew too many monsters. So here I can go for Fortress, clear the Gigaplant for free, and I just set the Raikou. So now he goes for Copy Plants, just to bait out the Fortress, which he does with Titanial, so that's fine. But now I have a Raikou, so I can try to clear in the gates, that's fine. Then we can go for a Pot of Avarice, and now we try to grind him. So yeah, we kind of brought the board. So yeah, go for Gear Frame, get me a Machina Force. And here I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking this trap was dead, like I was thinking a trap stand because he never used it, so I knew it was not a discard trap, but it was a torrential tribute, so I think it was a pretty good setback from him. So now I just set monster, so yeah, I just set my Raikou, and then I try to flip it, it's a Sengen, so it's a very bad Raikou, but yeah, I go for Gear Frame, get back Fortress again, just go for cheap damage again, because he's pretty low again, and yeah. We saw double Gigavise, so this end is like to combo now it needs Miracle Fertilizer, then the Supervise. So that's already a 2-card combos. And even then, I don't think he kills me yet. Well, hopefully. So yeah, I'm just trying to put pressure on him. So here, going for Dandelion means he's just trying to, like, you know, stall. So yeah, make a Uruquizas and let me see. Actually, I think I just missed lethal because I could have gone plague stack for armory arm, make a bigger Flamvel Uruquizas, and I would have won that game. So yeah, that's a bad mistake on my part, so I missed lethal. So yeah, that's cool. I watched the replays again. So yeah, just set one. I tried to attack, then he used Phoenix Wind Blast, so that's fine, just a hamster. And yeah, so that's should have won like 2 turns ago already. So yeah, make a second Flamvel Uruquizas, and I win with this. So we can go to game number 2. And yeah, I think this one is gonna be more interesting. So yeah, I started in the needle ceiling, and we'll see. So yeah, I had this this bug on a drilling book where the hand doesn't match the card you have. So I wanted to activate Gallus, but instead activate needle ceiling, which means he knows I have needle ceiling in hand, and he can play accordingly. So again, he goes for a Gigavise tempo, and I hope his back row will hold me off, and also open Gigaplant the second time. So yeah, bit unfortunate. So I start with Gallus. It works, and it takes big damage. It takes 2k. So then I go for Caius, but yeah, Solemn Judgment, and yeah, I just can't do anything. I don't set needle ceiling because I want him to play into my Gores, but it doesn't, which is pretty smart. So now I go for Trooper, get some meals, and then I just set the needle ceiling. So he brings back Gigaplants. I try to go for needle ceiling, and he has my body as a shield, so that's why he just ignored my hand. And now he has a pretty cool setup because there's no tuners yet, but he has double Gigaplant activated and the Titanial, so yeah. He used the second Gigaplant to get back Needles with Fire, and then I can start to beat the board. So I try to special summon Gores and try to I'm trying to kill him with the Galley. So I make Brute Drago and set 1. So here I'm testing Battle Trap cards and trying to kill Gigaplant, but he has Book of Moon. So I just set the Raikou. Now he goes for Gigaplant again, normal summon Gigaplant, go for Needles, and then he makes Stardust. He clears the Gores. Raikou, I just use the Meals. And I get the Plague and the Fortress. It's unfortunate because if I use Gallus and Mirror Track, I would have won. So maybe I should have gone for it, but yeah. I get the Fader, and now it's time to crack back the board. So first I go for Gallus. I get some burn, and then I make a Colossal Fighter, so I can crash into Titanial, bring it back, and then clear the Gigaplants. And now I just need him to not have Mark of the Rose and and Maguchi. So he has the Cyber Dragon in hand, and it top decks Mystical Space Typhoon. So you just go for cheap damage into Colossal, but it's fine. So I bring it back. So yeah, clear Stardust, and then Chaos Sork to banish the Brute Drago. Set the Hamster, and now even if top deck Mark of the Rose, I win. And yeah, just top deck Cyber Dragon into Cyber Dragon, which doesn't do anything. Well, yeah, no. Even if he puts it in attack, he dies into Colossal Fighter. So yeah, that's it for the for the replay against Gigavise. So yeah, hope you guys liked this one. And now, so yeah, I'm just showing the list. I just want to show the rating. So let me see. So here I have 800, so I'm around the top 300, and I hope 1 or 2 more episodes would be enough, and that should conclude this series. So yeah, see you in the next one, guys, and yeah, stay tuned for the next deck. Bye bye.